So this summer, I had the pleasure of working for Los Gatos. For those of you who have taken Spanish, that means the cats. And this town was actually named after the cats who live in the neighboring mountains behind Los Gatos. So this town, which holds so much more than its name, is what I want to talk about in this presentation. So I'm here to talk about my internship at the town of Los Gatos, and my name is Chung. So I worked at the town of Los Gatos Parks and Public Works. And the good-looking man standing right next to me is Mr. Jesse Poo. He was the traffic engineer for the town of Los Gatos. And so a brief introduction about what is traffic engineering. So the Institute of Transportation Engineers provides an extensive definition of what it is, but a summary of that definition would basically be, we try to facilitate the movement of vehicles using engineering principles. And for the state of California, the California Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Devices, or CAMUTCD, lists all the regulations that you would want to know about traffic, and a specific page in the booklet looks like this. And this one is regarding construction control plans, so where signs would be located on an intersection if construction was taking place. So what I did in the beginning, so since I was a novice in the professional field, the first thing that I did was adjust to my new workplace, saying hi to coworkers, and getting used to my cubicle, because not a lot of students have cubicles. And the next thing that I did was, in a sense, public outreach, because I was filling envelopes with construction notices. I think it was like a few hundred, but it was experience. So, and then the last thing that I got to do that was pretty interesting was traffic signal cabinet observation. So I went out with my mentor, we opened up the signal cabinet and we looked inside, and I learned about the difference between timed cycles and censored cycles. So I learned about the benefits of both, and I actually got to observe what it's like in the real world, because when construction is happening, the signal cabinet needs to be turned on to timed, and that caused traffic jams. So my first major task at the town of Los Gatos was traffic counts. And traffic counts are basically vehicle counts that are taken over a week, and they indicate the traffic patterns in a certain street. And this is useful for prospective tenants looking at the traffic patterns in an area, real estate agents, and land developers. So what I did first was I entered the existing counts into the town database using Microsoft Access. And then I looked at the repeating counts, and I took the average of the repeating counts from 2010 to 2014. And then this was actually created into a formal report. And if you go to our town's website, which looks like this, and you click on the underlined portion, it takes you to this report. And if you look at the bottom, there's my name there. I'm sort of proud of it as well. And then, so let's move on. So the second major task that I was given was proposing speed feedback signs. And these read the speed, and they show the speed limit on the bottom. So they reduce speeding, and they reduce accidents as well. So when I was given this task, I used Google Street View to look at the area. Then I marked the area using Microsoft Publisher. I also took the time to look at a map and mark these locations on a map, because it would be better to know where they are from a bird's eye view. So some additional tasks that I was given was recording streets needing maintenance for wear, cracks, slurry surfaces, and I was also given the task of counting parking spaces, because the town wanted to revise its parking policy in the downtown area. I also got to attend a few town events, such as Planning Commission, where we discussed North 40, a big residential and commercial area. I got to take a picture with two of the commissioners, and I also got to go to a swearing in of the new police chief. So what I learned was I learned to contribute, because of the task that I was doing, I felt like the people around me were able to do things that were more important, such as looking at plans, dealing with angry residents, and etc. But in the process, I also got to work in a professional environment, which I thought was really important. So, and what made me so proud was Los Gatos is actually a really beautiful town, and I was really sort of proud to be part of an effort to keep the town as good looking as it is. So with that and a view of historic Los Gatos High School, I would like to say thank you.